Laundering Rights. Your rights of free speech and freedom of assembly have limitations. The Tea Party members exercised their rights of free speech and assembly in a peaceful manner. They were required to obtain permits for their gatherings, which they did. They did not commit murder. Their gatherings did not include drugs or induce any fear of rape. Nobody was paid to be there. They cleaned up after themselves. They did not overstay their welcome. The bipartisan Tea Party members represent a true grassroots uprising. And that has these people very scared. They showed up in the town halls and demanded answers from their congressmen and women. The politician was shamed and had to fight back. First, they had to redefine the grassroots uprising. Their news media operatives and organizations picked up that task. At every opportunity, the Tea Party was villainized. And if the opportunity did not present itself, then the media made it up. This led to the creation of the Occupy movement. If the Tea Party members won't give us red meat, then we'll promote a group that will. They represent the polar opposite of everything the Tea Party stands for. The Occupy Wall Street members were violent and did not seek permits, nor were they forced to. They committed many criminal acts: vandalism, rape, theft, drugs, even murder. The damages left in their wake totaled millions, and only then did the city officials take control and remember their oath to protect the citizenry. Many of the occupied thugs claimed to be paid protesters. This crime spree lasted months and was labeled grassroots, applauded by prominent members in Congress like Nancy Pelosi, who also fearfully warned the nation about the dangerous Tea Party rhetoric. The news media also ran cover for the actions of the Black Panthers. Eric Holder dropped a voter intimidation case against them. The Panthers levied a bounty on the head of Zimmerman, and the news media and Attorney General remained quiet. While they were inciting riots, the president gave an emotional speech on how little Trayvon could have been his son. None of these actions are supported by freedom of speech. They are specific examples of what is not protected. But try to read the Bible outside the Department of Motor Vehicles and find yourself arrested for, well, something. The evangelist pastor was eventually cited for trespassing, even though he was on a public street, but without a permit, so handcuffed and taken away. Other restrictions to free speech and assembly rights exist to protect the general public. Protests outside abortion clinics must be at least 15 feet away from any entrance. There is a 2-hour non-protesting window around military funerals because of a few Westboro Baptists who want to disgrace the sacrifice and bravery of our fallen soldiers. The politician picks up on this as a way to outflank the Tea Party threat. They expand on the restrictions. In the defeated Stop Online Privacy Act, fuzzy language would have allowed anyone to claim a copyright violation and shut down a website, along with any referencing sites, until settled in court. Guilty until proven stupid. As an example, this would allow an Acorn worker to shut down Fox News with a fictitious copyright claim. You cannot have slavery with freedom of the press. The politicians did sneak past us recently the National Defense Authorization Act. It happens every year, but this one for 2012 gave the president unlimited detention authority against American citizens thought to be engaged in terrorist activity. Where's Miranda when you need her? This president has made Congress insignificant and now is working on the courts too. Obama is one step away from dictator with this blank check. These are the foundationary laws of Sharia, to keep the people down, keep them as obedient sheep. The U.S. government is acting like an Islamic state, wherein the Bible is an act of terrorism, unlike the supported youthful grassroots movement of hooligans urinating on police cars. The villain, the laundering conduits, and partners give the politician the ability to pass House Resolution number 347, the Federal Buildings and Grounds Improvement Act. That sounds pleasant, but it creates a very fuzzy environment wherein the president and friends protected by the Secret Service can selectively extinguish the people's right to freely petition the government. This gives the Democrats, friends of the president, cover in their next town hall meeting because any dissent can be labeled a protest, leading to federal arrest. And any protester labeled a terrorist, as Nancy Pelosi has already identified the Tea Party members as such, means indefinite detainment. Gulag, anyone? And that's an example of how the politicians wash away the people's rights.